hold, you're gonna go underneath them. You can use the sheet, we'll use the sheet here. I usually take one of their hands, put it on their belly, go under the linen to L5, and then ask them to use your other hand to show me where your pelvic bone is.
Pubis, like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't know. Okay,
So,
right here.
yep, so then I take my hand just right above it and place it there softly. 5 grams of pressure, 5 to 15, 5 to 12, whatever the number is, somewhere between there. And just kind of hold on. 5 to 10.
No, you said.
Oh, in the middle. I know what you meant. I got the joke afterwards, so I was like, what?
Good one, Lily.
And I usually try to make sure I'm grounded, so feet are flat on the floor, so that my body is in a good space. And then last week, Hal mentioned if you're holding like tension or any kind of stress in your shoulders or not breathing properly, make sure you kind of try to loosen up, because they can feel that, but also it makes it a lot harder to feel what you should be feeling in their bodies. Also, in when I'm talking, it's hard for me to feel it. That's why I started slowing down. I'm like, I'm feeling some stuff, but the vibration of my voice. I won't hold on and do a full session, but you're just kind of waiting, feeling. I can feel her tissue heating up. Also feel some shifting and moving going on in her fascia system. You have low back issues?
I had spine surgery like a long time ago now. Yeah, I do. I have a tendency of holding my glutes on the right side, trying to balance between, because of the damages on my left foot.
So I'm
One
feeling
mess.
like therapeutic pulse in her right QL. It's real slight. I feel it just a little bit in her right QL. So then after you hold that, I mean, it depends on how long they really need it. You just kind of hold on until you feel that the tissue has slowed down. Or the big sign is that they do a deep breath. So the breath release. Next, we're going to move on to the thoracic release. So kind of pull out, and I take their hand and I'll let them know. I'm like, I'm just going to move your hand a little bit higher, not on the boob, but above the boob. Come back in. We're going to L5 T1 area, and then right across the ribs at the diaphragm. Just kind of holding on again. After I get done showing these, we're gonna get on the table and try them out. Do you guys want to run through everything from last week first, and then?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be lovely.
All right.
We love review.
You're like, yes.
You weren't here last week, were you?
No.
Raven, do
No.
you think some people are just kind of like a lot of things? Some people are more proficient in this.
In tune with it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think, either it clicks for you or it doesn't, and it's not anything wrong with it if it doesn't. It's just not for you. Especially if like, I want to do hardcore sports massage, and this is not my thing. And that's what I thought I wanted to do, and then I went into school and I was like, oh, I like energy work and I like the relaxation a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just what you're open to, So like kind of like the people who have energy healing, spiritual gifts. If you're open to it, it can happen. If you're not open to it, then it won't happen. And I think also the more you learn about the body, the more you see how much is possible within the body, and how much is really going on. Like with Dr. Upledger, who's kind of known as the modern day father of this. Sutherland is like the founder, I would say, but then Upledger is the modern day father. He was an osteopath, and a lot of the doctors in his field laughed at him and didn't think that what he was talking about was real. And now new science is coming out that he was very right. And then also, we're always with the woo-woo stuff, the aura. you know, but new science has come out that the aura is a real thing, and there's a reason why, you know, when your sister's acting like she's gonna touch you to annoy you, you can still kind of feel that finger close to your face. You know, little kids do that. My kids are 8 and 7, and they're going through that phase right now. So that's the best example I can think of. They're constantly, don't touch me, you booty. And I'm like, don't call your sister a booty.
My boys are obsessed with the word fart now, so they're just always calling each other farts.
Yeah.
I'm just like, stop calling your brother a fart.
There could be very worse things.
There is, that's true. I'm like, at least they're not cousins. So next hand, we're going to the, what's it called up there? Oh, respiratory. I call this thoracic, respiratory. I always think thoracic because you're on the T5, but respiratory. And then this is thoracic. So we're going to C7 and then right across the clavicles. What's that, the sternoclavicular joint?
Yeah.
Sterno.
I was looking for you guys to clarify.
Mass.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one.
So, palm and 2 fingers or whatever is, if you have big hands, so you can also do this. If you have big hands, just go to those 2 points. I just put my hand right across.
And this is the rest.
This is thoracic.
Okay.
Yep. So 2 across our full hand. If it's a larger chested woman, you know, just let her know, like, hey, put my hands right here. Give them a heads up. And you're just kind of holding on, waiting for tissue release. Which I am feeling some in your C7. Does your neck bother you when you work here? Mine does too. I always get pain like in my scapular pockets from sitting at the computer. So I don't do that kind of work unless I'm here. And then the final one is gonna cut the occiput, and then 2 fingers are rolling on the hyoid. So you just go in and find it, 5 grams of pressure. If you have a hard time finding it, just ask your client to move their tongue side to side, and you can feel it wiggle. But a lot of times with the hyoid, you can feel it kind of wiggle and move around when you're doing this release. It's so strange. I think, which hers is moving around now. For like women, I'm just saying, putting that out there, not to say men don't deal with this too, but not speaking up for ourselves. We hold a lot of tension there. So when, did Stacy teach you guys Reiki?
Yeah.
The throat chakra. If you don't speak up for yourself, if you don't say how you feel, you hold tension and negative energy in that space, and there's stuff that needs to be released there.
What if you speak up too much?
They can be
Yours will
overactive.
probably calm.
Yeah, you could also get people to talk.
It can be overactive too.
Yeah. Okay. So then the last one, the occipital. It's okay. I thought I was hitting someone's foot. The occipital cranial base, that's the one where you're just coming around in this hole that I showed you guys last week. So just letting the heat of your hands, let everything loosen up and soften and melt down.
That's just where you cradle, it's not the platform.
Nope. But this is, so if you're doing the full 10-step protocol for craniosacral, this would be the next step. So you will do the whole, you'll go into the full platform, and then you actually traction. But we don't teach the traction in this because it's intro. But you'll full platform, hold it for a little while, let their occipital bone fall into your palms, and you traction back. Traction the dural tube. But yeah, this one you just hold it on, and then everything release. So that's it for the diaphragmatic holds, or body bands, or whatever you want to call it.